slipping left away.
Marshall, what would you like to do? It's very cold where you are.
All right. I'll can I move out of the frozen?
You may in fact move out of the area of effect. I would recommend that, as it turns out.
I'm going to move out of the area of effect. And would it be fair to say that I can recognize the fact that this is a kind of technology that they're using?
Yes.
Okay. So it's like, I will drop my gun.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, stop firing. Look, sorry, I'm gonna be like, if you can understand me, this is a mistake. Let us not continue this any further. We mean you no harm. We thought you were aggressive beasts. We didn't know you were intelligent. Please stop this.
Okay.
Can I roll a persuasion?
Well, we'll get there on your initiative.
Okay.
The guy with the mist gun will not shoot you again. But that is as much as he's going to do right now. Oscar.
I'm going to be trying to save Chris.
Okay. Victor?
Victor, noticing that shot was useless and not seeing any other options, will also just stop shooting and lay his gun down.
Okay. He's paralyzed. Derek is having a heart attack.
No, Victor will not lay his gun down. He will just stop shooting.
Okay.
Because I don't see why I would completely disarm myself immediately.
Okay. Ray gun guy is going to hold his action, and Jacqueline... Well, let's find out. I need you to make one final percentile roll.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
72.
That is insufficient. Derek, I'll need you to make the percentile roll.
88. Why are you doing this to me?
You are still dying of a heart attack. Victor, you have essentially put your gun to the side.
I've lowered it.
And lowered it.
And I've taken the other hand off of it, so it's just kind of not pointed at anybody.
Oscar.
Well, I recognize she's dead.
Yes.
I'm going to immediately move to Derek and attempt to save him.
Okay. Give me a medicine roll.
Oh, Jesus. No, I failed.
Jesus Christ!
Marshall, you may now make your persuasion roll.
$16. I made it.
Okay. They are no longer holding their weapons in an aggressive posture. However, I'm going to be staying in initiative for at least the next round. So unless you want to do something, you do not need to have any actions.
I'm going to try to save him.
Okay. Your initiative comes first, however. I need you to make a roll. What did you get?
65.
And you're currently at 8 hit points?
Yep.
And you took 8?
Yep.
That is insufficient.
They're dead.
Yes.
We apologize, humans.
Oh,
We thought you were aggressive and reacted accordingly.
Am I still frozen?
At this point, you are regaining control of your senses.
do I realize that 2 of our people are dead?
Yes.
I just said it.
And
I didn't know if that was...
No, I said it in...
Oh, that was in character.
They're dead, Jim.
His name is Victor.
To dead Victor.
Well, we made the same mistake.
What is your business here?
My name is Marshall Vincenzo. I'm a biologist. We are on a expedition to find answers to questions we have. We discovered a similar structure like this in another continent, and in there was not only a temple to a god, but was also a chamber with a map pointing to this location. In that chamber was a being conical shaped with several appendages, two of them ending in lowered cone-like objects and one with a globular head.
You speak of the great race. We are familiar with them. Why do you seek them?
I lost several years of my life that I can't account for, and the last thing I saw was one of those beings.
One of their vessels, then. Yes, we are familiar with them. They are a nuisance. But what is your business here beyond that? Are you still seeking them?
I was trying to find answers to what happened to me and what the beings were. This great race.
There is a depiction, I believe, in the room upstairs that may give you some answers.
May we be allowed to investigate it?
You would, but we would offer an alternative. We are explorers ourselves, and we would give you the chance to visit other worlds if you would choose. There may still be a way to save your friends if we act quickly, though not as you knew them.
What does that mean?
In order to travel the space, the human body is not designed for such things. However, we can transport their minds via one of the canisters that we have in the back. We only have one spare, however, so we could only save one of their minds. They would be allowed to journey with us back to our home and across many of the other worlds that we visit.
Well, I don't think Derek would want that.
Is there a way to ask him?
No.
Wait, there's no way to talk to the dead that you know of?
None that we know of.
Well, if it preserve their minds, can't preserve both and then throw one in the canister after they make a decision? I think we should give him Jacqueline.
They would need to be placed in the canister before.
Sounds pretty rad.
For the pulp.
But Derek would be pretty upset if he if we opened his
Jacqueline
mind.
might appreciate that opportunity, but I would not want to subject her to that without her.
The time grows short. The brain dies quickly in your people.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Whoa, hold on. I'm not putting my brain in a jar.
No, not yours, Jacqueline's.
Well, see, here's the thing. So, is there a... You've traveled far and wide, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Derek was a man of the cloth.
What cloth?
That means nothing to them.
He believed in a higher power. Do you know of one?
Does he speak of one of the great old ones or the elder gods?
His is more of a
Made up.
guy with a beard. I don't know how to explain.
Nodin?
I don't know how to explain his Christian god
Newer.
in a way.
Significantly newer.
None that we know of. Such a power does not exist to our knowledge.
Well, it doesn't matter whether or not his brain's put in a jar because he was completely wrong.
I mean, do we want to keep him alive to then shove in his face the fact that he was wrong the whole
Yeah,
time?
No,
kinda.
What is wrong with you? Come on, we're running out of time here.
Like, hey, he didn't want to. He was constantly asking to go home.
We'll apologize.
You're not
later.
going home yet.
We'll
Throw him into a capsule and send him off into space.
We'll apologize later.
A decision must be made now, if one is to be made.
I mean, he risked his...
Who votes Derek?
I vote Derek.
Who votes Jacqueline?
I vote Jacqueline as well. Why is it only one?
Because they only have one left.
Can't they have two?
No.
The other ones are occupied.
Oh.
Would you like to speak with them?
Who do they belong to?
They're dead?
Other humans?
They were.
Okay, well, let's throw Jacqueline's in before it's too late, and then we can talk to him.
They will begin that operation. One of them will. The other one will direct you over towards the table where the other canisters lie.
Once we have Jacqueline's brain in there, can we talk to her?
Yes, you will be able to speak with her.
Okay, so if she says no, then I might volunteer. This sounds pretty awesome.
How far were you willing to go for the pulp?
I don't know.
It'd be an experience beyond our comprehension. Who,
Travel the unknown.
Don't mind. What is your people called? Where are you?
We are from Yugoth. We have been referred to as the Migo.
Do I know that name? Out of
No, because they are not mythos related. I will let you speak with one of the others. He leads you back towards the table where sit several canisters. He chooses one and brings it forth for you to take a look at.
Whoa.
My God.
What an amazing prop.
There is a nameplate on it.
I lean closer to it.
The nameplate says Charles Desmond.
Well,
The whole... I would... What would I... What the fuck would I even say to that? I'll just touch the glass.
Give me a knowledge roll.
Father.
all of us?
Yeah, well, everyone except for Matt, because he knows who it is.
Yeah, I got it. By 30.
No, you can as well. You're less familiar with it, but...
oh my god, I made it by like 20
I'm looking at
and
Yes.
change.
No. Is it higher or lower?
Lower.
I failed.
The other two, you know, Charles Desmond was the person whose funeral you were attending
Right.
before Marshall came up. They didn't have the body because none was ever recovered.
I'd probably be rendered speechless for a bit.
Isn't this your father's name?
Yeah. I don't recognize him.
How do we communicate with it?
At that point, you'll hear there's a speaker on it that you can hear. It's like, "It is okay, Victor. I recognized you. What brought you here?"
I came to finish your work, Pop.
Oh. Do you have the ring with you?
I'm wearing it. I'll show him.
I have learned what the ring is. It is the ring of Idon. I have not yet figured out how to use it. That's what I was attempting to learn, but my group was attacked by this creature. We attempted to fight it off with some torches, but there wasn't much we could do. These beings, the Migo, they saved me and placed me into this device.
Do you feel saved?
It is a wondrous opportunity. I am no longer connected to any of the troublesome functions which I needed to deal with when I had a body. It's allowed me more time to think clearly. The voice is
it his?
monotone. It is not his voice.
It's just like just a generic speaker voice.
Correct. But even with that, you don't sense a lot of emotion in the words that are being spoken.
So were you ever able to contact Mom? Mother?
I was not.
Mother.
The only thing I was to learn is that the ring reacts to fire of some sort. But not normal fire. There's something specific it requires.
What do you want me to do, Father?
Yours is your own life. You may do as you please. There's no need to finish my quest. I still believe that your mother was murdered, but I have found no proof, and without a way to contact her, I have no way of discerning that for validity.
I think I'm gonna need a minute. I will just kind of walk away from the group for a little bit.
Would you consider your current situation a gift? If you were to be brought back from the dead, would you be resentful to those that put you in this predicament?
Well, as there's no real way to bring back the dead, this is the only way in which I might continue living. For that, I would look at this as an opportunity.
Okay, that's all I need to hear.
I will ask them to describe the creature they were attacked by.
It was this large, black, ropey thing walking on two gigantic legs.
I walk away.
Need a minute.
Yeah, we have an idea about those.
Okay, well, we're also looking for a creature that is conical in shape and mess with
They've
marshals.
explained it to me.
Okay.
They're called the Great Race.
And what do we want to do about them?
The Yith. There is not much you can do about them. They are not a thing which can be defeated or destroyed. They are, from what I've learned, a race of explorers, not unlike ourselves. They trade minds with people in different time periods in which to learn, both from the perspective of that body as well as the mind that is sent back with them, about the various time periods, what is going on, the technological level of human society. They've taken a great interest in humanity, but do not wish to alter its course. They have a tendency to erase the memories of those whom they've switched.
Okay.
So that's what happened.
Do you know anything about removing curses?
I do not.
Any other quests we need to check off the list?
I asked.
I mean, this is-
I asked one of the
Just
crab
dial
men.
this up to 11. This is awesome.
How durable is that? Okay, so the prop has a handle. Does the actual container have a handle?
Yes, that is how we carry the canisters as we
How
fly
durable
through space.
is that container? Can I have it?
You may not.
No, I think your dad wants to travel space with him.
But he's still. I mean, he hasn't yet. He's still just sitting in the.
We have not left yet. We are here mining for some resources which are not available on our planet.
This is weird for me.
What resources?
There are minerals which we require.
What do you plan on doing now that you've gotten your answers?
No. I don't know. I don't really know the point of a lot of things now.
What about you, Marshall? What do you plan on doing now? You sort of got answers.
You may still be able to find some answers. The Yith had a great city many eons ago. It was located in what is now Australia. Some of those ruins may still be there, but I'm not positive on what you will find.
I think I've had glimpses of it in dreams. Just the strange. I'll describe the weird dreams I've had about the city with the strange architecture.
That sounds like the Yithian city. I believe it was Nakotis. was the name of it. But it's possible you may find some more information there.
Do we want to go to the other floor before we
Thank
leave
you.
here? See if there's another map or anything.
Yeah, I think we were told that we'd find more stuff up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's wait till.
Might as well while they're
Doing the
chop
thing.
shopping Jacqueline.
Okay. You head up the stairs. Similar to before, there's a room with a relief on the other side that shows a Yith. This one does show what clearly appears to be Australia in shape. There is a location that is marked on the northwestern side of it.
Can I take a picture of the map?
Does anybody have navigation that they can roll?
Yeah.
I do.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I'm trying. I don't even know. I think I'd be too stunned to do anything for a little bit.
Okay.
I can try to roll navigation, but
Brain jar papa.
Go for it.
I don't know.
I missed it by 3.
Still a miss.
You can at least take a picture of it.
Yeah.
We
Or-
can-
Should I go get some of Jacqueline's paper and make a
We could
rubbing?
even have. Can brain jar people see things?
Yes, there are.
All right, Jacqueline could probably navigate for us. You know, if the operation goes successfully.
Actually,
Will they
I
let
believe
us-
Derek was your navigator.
Well, she's an archaeologist. She made reliefs of the last one, and they
She
pointed us
made
in the right
rubbings of them,
direction.
yes.
I'll go.
Well,
I'll go grab
Derek's double
her
dead,
some of her
so
papers and
You
make
did
a
that
rubbing
twice already.
yeah.
in case the camera doesn't work.
Okay.
I don't even know what the purpose would be for me to really continue, though. I found my answer, and it's fucking weird.
It is. I mean, if you want to, if you want to sit it out after this, that's
I have nowhere to go.
your decision.
But I don't know. I'm having like a crisis of.
Maybe this good book will help you. And I'll pull out the pulp. Adventure calls.
They go find a lost alien city in Australia. You'll get more pulpy than that.
No, I'm all for this. In fact, I'm getting ready to ask the Migo guys for a lift in their spaceship to Australia.
Oh, they don't
You know,
use
fly.
a spaceship. No, they have wings for that.
They just fly in space.
Yes.
Guess that's why we can't. They have to turn us into those to take us with.
So they just carry a bunch of buckets and just fly away. I mean,
They have several sets of arms.
okay. Well, never mind then.
I don't think I'm ready to be a brain in a jar.
What kind of?
Well, we can't. They've run out of jars.
I know, but even after this looks awful.
Well,
Are you having this discussion upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Out loud. That is Victor's voicing his opinion out loud. This
Yeah, I
looks
mean, it-
terrible.
it does look terrible.
This
but
is beyond pulp. We're going beyond the pulp now.
No, this is reality.
yeah, but
Is it?
Your father gets to explore
The inside
the
of
unknown.
a jar?
The unknown.
Forever and
Well,
ever.
He's still experienced. He still has
He's
senses.
got a little glass panel. It's great.
Well, maybe they have like bodies they can put them into. These are just for transportation. He said.
I don't
human
even
body,
know if that's really him talking. This could all just be a trick.
It could be.
That could just be a brain in a jar and they're trying to harvest us.
It's a weird coincidence. You could ask him questions that only he would know. Then.
Maybe. That's a... Ugh. Unless they're just picking into our own memories or something. I don't know what these crab men are.
Then are you comfortable going home and just living in an illusion?
I don't know what I'm comfortable with anymore, man. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, just,
I'm not as addicted to the pulp as you.
we'll take some time to think about it. But now is not the time.
What you need to do is ask yourself, what would Derek do?
He'd
That's
be
probably-
dead. He'd jump in
he'd
front
die
of him.
twice.
That's a bad.
He'd die a
that's
third
bad,
time.
Any answer that'd be bad.
And when he didn't die, what did he want to do? He wanted to just go home. And look where that got him, dead.
What minerals?
Was there a body
were
at
they?
the funeral?
No.
There was no body at the funeral.
Okay, I missed that part.
What minerals were they looking for?
Do you have geology?
I don't.
I'm
believe-
gonna try. I don't.
They're minerals, Marie.
I missed by 15.
I in
Okay.
fact have geology. I will attempt to figure it out.
I think they're trying to harvest our brains.
No. Fill that by
Jacqueline's
30.
brain might know.
They give you a name of a mineral that they're looking for. There's nothing you recognize, but sure, it sounds good.
Unobtainium.
They are looking for. We obtained it.
Brainjarium?
No. They are not, in fact, looking for brainjarium.
Well, I'm going to stick around until Jacqueline's brain's in a jar and
Okay.
All right, so we made
And then-
rubbings of the,
Mm-hmm.
interrogate her.
and we've taken a picture of it.
About the time that you return back to the bottom floor, they are finished.
Okay.
And
Is
they'll
Derek's
be-
body just laying there?
It's of
Pretty
no use
cool.
to anyone. They
Okay.
can
I mean, I
dispose
was
of
going
it.
to give him a proper
Yeah,
burial.
we're not.
Crabman with a broom is just pushing him.
He's out in the dirt pile outside the temple just with the rest of the refuse.
The other one will ask you, do you wish to speak to your companion before
Yeah.
you leave? All right.
I mean, now we can see if it's legit. I mean, they may be reading minds, but we can at least ask if it is really her, and also if she's okay with this, and if not, we just smash the jar.
He will set down the jar, which has a plate that says J Dove.
Hello?
Yes?
It's weird. You were dead, and now you're not dead, but you don't have a body. You're able to hear things going on around the jar, and somehow you're able to see. You're not quite sure how that works, but you're able to see the things that are in front of the jar.
So I see, like, the glass piece. Okay. Or not.
Yes and no. It's almost like it's filming everything in front of it and feeding it directly into your brain.
Okay.
Hey, Jacqueline,
Wait.
it's Oscar.
Yeah,
Remember how
no,
Derek died and we brought him back?
wh-
You died and we brought you
yeah,
back.
I'm aware that I died, but how am I back?
Well, how do you feel about space travel?
Is that even possible?
I don't know.
Do
Ask
you
my
want-
dad. He's right next to
Does
you.
that intrigue you?
Well,
Well, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
one thing at a time, please.
Okay, Jacqueline. The
have a
beings that
mirror?
we encountered are a race of extraterrestrials.
A women's
They're
toilet
called the
kit
Mygo.
outside.
And we managed to talk it out. Unfortunately, you passed away. But they said they did have a way to save your brain and offer you the opportunity to travel space with them.
Well, I
But we
guess-
had to do it right then or your brain would have died. So we agreed just long enough to get your opinion on things. Do you want to explore outer space, or do you want us to pull the plug?
I mean, I suppose this is better than being dead.
I apologize that we couldn't exactly get your opinion before this, and we had a
Well,
very
it's
very small window.
It was
of time.
it was you or Derek, and well, Derek already got a second chance. So, plus, I don't think he would be okay with
But-
this.
Knowing that his
No,
god
I don't
is-
think his.
You being an archaeologist, I figured you
okay
might
with
want
this?
to.
I,
I'm kind of jealous, to be honest.
As the conversation is going on, you do realize that you're able to think about things more logically. Not that there's a complete loss of emotion, but it's becoming more distant to put emotion into considerations. You're thinking about things more from a purely logical perspective.
This is certainly a better way to keep my head clear. I mean, not having one. I mean, it's... So, if I stay here, I get to go with the creatures and go to outer space.
Yes,
Yep.
full pulp.
Otherwise, I mean, would I be able to stay here at all? and finish what we've started, or is
Well,
this a all or nothing kind
I
of
mean,
It's-
they're leaving soon, so I don't believe they'll be coming back. So your opportunity to explore space would be gone, and we would be carrying around. I
A
mean, if
brain
you
in
want to
a
see
jar.
what the other ones look like, this is what you look like now, but we'd be carrying you around. We could. I read a pulp once where they had a sidekick, wasn't as cool as a brain in a jar, but you know they could write stories.
You have a great handle to hold on to now.
We cannot leave the canister in your care. It does need to be maintained, and
Oh, okay.
humanity does not have the knowledge to do so.
I guess you're.
very, very well then.
They made the decision for you.
Would you rather be dead?
At this point, no. This
Oh,
is
by the
good.
way, you're in the company of Victor's father too. He's one of the brains in the jar.
Oh,
There's the mystery solved.
that's very interesting. And I think it's actually kind of an honor that I've been chosen.
Well, over Derek.
If I had eyes, you'd know what I was thinking.
I'm sorry, Jacqueline. But
This
the best we
is
could do.
this is the path that is chosen.
What would you like us to do with your body?
I don't need it anymore.
Okay.
Maybe
It can be
maybe
disposed of in the usual fashion.
I'm not gonna ask what that is, but we'd like to take
In-
Derek's body and.
in my notes is an address. Could someone please at least inform my mother
Sure.
of my passing? Maybe leave out some of the more interesting details,
Of course.
but certainly let her know of my passing.
All right. I'll write it down.
How's my sanity holding up?
Maybe
Well-
don't send her the notebook. There's instructions in there to send the notebook. Don't do that.
Just to fill you in, we found out who the beings I saw were.
You're at a point on the teeter-totter where
Things are at the tip.
I wish
There
I
were
nobody's
was.
on the other
aliens
side
called the Great
anymore.
Rakes.
Oh,
And they apparently send their consciousness through time and space. That's what happened to me. They possessed me.
well, I wish you luck if you continue your
Well,
journey.
we found a place. I'll actually show her the rubbing. We found, according to the MIGO, they used to
Oh,
have
Australia.
a city. They used to have a city called Nakotis in Australia. There might be ruins up there.
You can make a navigation roll if you'd like.
Well, I have 20%. What could go wrong? No, I'm sorry.
That's okay. So at least that's some answers have been. Well, at least we've gotten the answers to some questions, although they
Yeah.
were far beyond anything we could have comprehended.
I mean, it just gets weirder and weirder, so it might be possible for you to return at some point, or if you can, write us a letter and send it over.
With what?
I don't know. Use your brain. Elbow the jar.
Careful, don't break
I'd
the
like to
jar.
go to space now.
In time, we are almost finished with our mining.
Very well.
Maybe you know what they're mining.
What, maybe. I doubt it.
Have we walking through? Have we figured out what if this is a temple, and if so, to what divinity?
No, you haven't. This one seems as though it's been cleared of any dedication to anything in particular. So if it had been dedicated to something at one point in time, it no longer has any record of that. Some of the walls look like they've been scratched or damaged. It may have been done intentionally.
Does those look old, or they look like very recent?
They look old.
Okay, like there's not like debris in them.
Yeah.
From okay, so this is a long time ago. All right. Well, I think we found everything we need to here. So let's we'll give Derek a Christian burial.
Yeah.
How about you?
Do as you please.
Okay.
I have no need for it anymore.
All right then. Well,
So long.
And thanks for all the fish.
I'll go
thank you for
get Derek's
your
body.
patience and for helping us in this way.
Mm-hmm.
Wish you luck.
Thank you. And with that, you exit the temple and begin your plans for how to get to Australia, what it could potentially lead to, and what could possibly happen that would be any weirder than this.
Godspeed, Jacqueline.
Good luck, my friends.
My dad's a jar. He's a jar brain.
We're gonna take Derek's body with us back to the States before we bury him. We're not gonna bury him in some godless country. That's the way he would have wanted it.
My dad's a jar
We
with a
feed
brain
it
in
to
it.
one of the children if we come across.